We had just this beautiful, beautiful reunion.
Run! Go home now! Before he kills us all! When I was in Halloween, I was 8 years old. I didn't know what I was doing until I saw it. Then I was like, what on God's green earth?
It just had to do with finding characters that had been established in Carpenter's original and finding ways to keep them involved in the story.
It just felt so good, you know, all of these people from the original movie coming together again.
41 years is a long stretch of time, isn't it?
Who would have imagined?
Jamie, can I say something? 40 years ago.
I carried you.
Come on. No, not gonna carry you down. Come on. It's like, you never hear of this. It's just not done.
Sheriff Brackett.
Marion Chambers.
Here I am, Lindsay, coming to haunt you.
That was in 1978. We shot it in 3 weeks.
You know, sometimes you just luck into something. It's a young actor, a good part. Brand new filmmaker. Why not?
Now, all these years later, the whole town banding together behind Jamie. We are gonna get him first.
It's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Hi, Jamie Lee. How are you?
Greg, I'm looking at all of the gear behind you. You're a gear boy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it was even like this before everything happened, and then all of a sudden, this became my backdrop.
Right, of course. I may need to get Universal to send you a little Laurie Strode action figure to put next to Batman.
Oh God. Oh,
I promise you it'll be in the mail. Just stay tuned.
I love that. Thank you so much. And I got to tell you this too about the movie. You know, especially these type of movies are what I call interactive. You know, where the audience gets involved.
Yep.
So I had a screening party, and got to tell you, oh my God, everybody's yelling at the screen and going nuts, which is great.
But see, that's the beauty of this. It's this genre, which, as you may or may not know, I am not such a fan of because I don't actually like to be frightened. It is interactive. It is a way to let out and let off steam, to let out held in feelings. And there's nothing like a great comedy to get people laughing together, and there's nothing like a good horror film to let people let out the anxiety that they're carrying around, which all of us have been carrying around a lot of, because there's a lot going on.
No, that's for darn sure. Because I mean, wow, just everything. And you know, you just watch this, and it's like Michael Myers reminds me of that relative who you know you've got to see at least one time a year, and you really don't want to see him.
Excellent. Like he's that weird uncle that always comes to Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the movie is brutal. The movie is violent and angry.
Yeah.
The people are angry. Michael's angry. Everybody's really pissed off.
Yes.
And I think it says a lot about the times. It's thrilling, and it gets your pulse going. And for me, what's special is that the 2018 movie was so much about Laurie Strode and her journey of trauma. And here's now a movie about the town. All the other people who also were traumatized by that night in 1978. And then, of course, the night in 2018, 40 years later, when the last movie came out, and this picks up immediately where that one left off. So we've seen Laurie, she's been wounded, she's in the back of the truck with her daughter and her granddaughter. Yep. And so it's a thrilling pickup. It's a little homage to Halloween 2 from 1980 or whatever year that was released. So there's wonderful, wonderful connection for people who love these movies.
Absolutely. And like you said, with her daughter, played by Detroit's own Judy Greer. All right.
She is a fierce mama. And To me, the 2018 movie rises and falls on the moment where Judy Greer is holding that gun, a young girl who'd been traumatized by her mother her whole life, and there she is saying, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Gotcha. That moment is the high point of the 2018 movie, and Judy Greer, she slays. Now, using the modern parlance where everybody slays, apparently. It's amazing now we've used the word you killed in a good way. That's how, excuse my effed up, our culture is, that if you look pretty or do something good, people go, oh my God, girl, you killed. And you go like, you slayed last night. And I'm like, no, I just wore a pretty dress. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't have a weapon. I haven't killed. I'm just looking cute.
There you go.
I know. It's the world we live in.
That it is. Jamie, I could talk to you for hours, I know.
Yes, me too.
But
make sure everybody wears masks and gets vaccines and stay safe and,
Yep, vaccinated. There's one of the masks I do wear. I did that one time as a joke with the Darth Vader thing. But
Good.
No, we're the regular ones. You got it.
Do as I say is my catchphrase from Laurie Strode. Do as I say. So do as I say.
And I do what you say to do.
Yes.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
You too. Take care. First of all, I got to say, always a pleasure seeing you. And it was great watching this series. And Riz, I got to ask, most of us all think that our lives are interesting enough, to be a TV show or a movie. Yours is. What's that like, just watching this thinking, wow, this is, me and my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, all emotions come from watching it and from creating it and watching the young actors relive the moments of not just my life, but the Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man's life, Raekwon's life. And it's something magic about it. But there's a great rewarding feeling too, because it's a life that could have went wrong at any given moment,
Mm-hmm.
And you see it. You see that step by step, there's always something pulling you to the wrong side of things. And with the perseverance and determination and persistence, we was able to pull ourselves to the right side of things. And I think that's a story that deserves to be seen and heard and told, just for the next generation to have a better preparation.
No, I agree with you, because it is one of those things where a lot of times when people think about, different groups, like your group, and I'm just saying like the Temptations or the Beatles, everybody thinks, oh, everything they all met each other on one night, it all gelled together and whoo, there it was. But no, definitely a lot of hard work.
Yeah. In season 2, and I'm not, we never been the group that try to exploit violence. You hear our lyrics, but you also get the wisdom, the fantasy, the comic book. You get all this stuff in our lyrics. But we watching season 2 where, Dennis Coles, aka Ghostface, played by Sadiq Sanderson, he gets shot. And that happened in real life, where the bullet, if it would have been 1 centimeter over in the other direction, it would have been a fatal shot. We see Raekwon, get shot minding his business by accident, right? And so those things happen in our community, and of course they're sad and they're tragic, and most people won't make it out of that, right? Because they'll just go deeper down the hole. But, we was able to take trauma and tragedy and turn it into something positive by getting away from it. And instead of putting all of our anger to the world, we express ourselves through our art.
No, that's for sure. And here's even something else I just have to share with you. I mean, it's kind of like I've been blessed because of, what I do before the pandemic, to be able to travel the world and the country. So, I mean, I go from Detroit to New York to LA, Chicago, and all like that. Then, places like London and Paris and South America. I'm not just saying this. but I swear every place I've ever been, you will always see at least one person with a Wu-Tang t-shirt. I mean, all around the world. What is that like for you, knowing that, the globe has embraced you guys?
Well, one thing, it lets me know that all the hard work we put into creating our art, it's not in vain. Culture is a way of life, and hip hop is our culture.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing to see that what started in the streets of the Bronx or in the streets of New York and the 5 boroughs and has made its way around the world, and is not only inspiring minds and people of all walk, creed, color, age, and races, but also in some cases, it's even feeding families all around the world. The big explosion of hip hop on the African continent, where MCs out of Ghana and South Africa, and they're being able to grow and feed their families and come out of poverty with this music. So it's a blessing.
Oh, that for sure. And like you said, this is season 2, Wu-Tang, an American Saga on Hulu. So the best part is they can catch up. If you haven't seen the first one, you can watch that, then go right into season 2 and be able to check things out. But always a pleasure. And then I actually thought about you a month ago. I got to interview you in person here in Detroit several years back, down at St. Andrews. And you and I got into a conversation where you were talking about how much you like James Jamerson. And just wanted to let you know that they finally got him the proper headstone a month ago.
Wow. It was great. I just watched the movie. Well, he wasn't in it, but Summer of Soul, when
Yes.
and Eddie Ruffin comes out and sings "My Girl" to the Harlem crowd, which is a beautiful song, and that's that bass right there. Man, we rooting for his family, and I think he has a story that needs to be told as well. So, yeah, I think he has a beautiful story that needs to be told.
Absolutely. And you're the guy. All right. Reza, thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate it. And look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks, Greg. Peace.
So I am at the Maple Theater right now. Right behind me to my right, you can walk through the doors and go straight over to Como's. Something that people don't know is that Peas and Carrots Hospitality took it over about 2 years ago when they reopened. And the Detroit style pizza that we serve now is a signature of ours that they did not have before. So it is a new and improved Como's. If they want to find us on social media, our Instagram is @Como's Restaurant. Our Facebook is Como's Ferndale. It is both Como's Ferndale and Como's Bloomfield. They can find us at comosrestaurant.com. They can also download our Como's app or text the number 33733, and they will receive a link to download the app, and they get 20% off their first purchase.
A Dream Limousine continues to be Metro Detroit's finest luxury transportation service. 734-542-6800. Offering late model luxury SUVs to brand new party buses that seat up to 34 passengers. 734-542-6800. Including the one-of-a-kind Escalade Stretch with the exciting jet door. Call 734-542-6800. That's 734-542-6800. A Dream Limousine.
Hey, Greg Russell here from Movie Show Plus. Enjoying being here at the Foundation Hotel this week. We've been taking the show on the road quite a bit. Now, if you've got a business that you would like us to showcase, just let us know. Get in touch with us via our website right here, movieshowplus.com, and we'll get back with you. And hey, who knows? You might be the next movie star right here on Movie Show Plus.
Blue sky, smiling at me. Nothing but blue sky do I see.
Got anything to say for yourself? Not interested, huh?
Can't you answer?
You're tearing me apart!
What?
You say one thing, he says another, and everybody changes back again!
Oh, me, huh? Nah, forget about it. I'm just kidding, all right? Oh, this your wife. Oh, a lovely lady. Hey, baby, you're all right. You must have been something before electricity, huh?
The Marvel movie box office dominance that we've seen over the past couple months is finally going to come to an end this weekend when the latest James Bond movie, No Time to Die, finally lands in theaters. Yes, over the last month or so, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings has reigned supreme at the box office, taking the top spot for 4 straight weekends. Last weekend, it was surpassed by Venom, Let There Be Carnage. But let there be no mistake, there will be Bond at the top of the box office this weekend. Everybody has their opinion as to who has been the best James Bond over the years. But one thing that I think we can all agree on is that Daniel Craig has been stellar.
Well, Daniel brings an incredible intelligence to the part. He's he's highly aware of the script evolvement, the story he's part of.
I actually love when Daniel does these really sensitive scenes. I love when he's in love, and he's so brilliant at managing to do that.
I think Daniel is one of the best James Bonds ever.
A lot of the time you'll have someone shouting at you during the scene, because as well as I do, that a lot of the effects will be added on later, so you don't actually see them. So someone will shout gunfire or explosion, so you kind of have to act and react to that and pretend that you're seeing things, and it can be very, very technical. I've been incredibly fortunate to have been given that chance to explore this character in this way. And we felt like there was a story to finish off and to wrap up and to sort of tie up a lot of loose ends.
No Time to Die is the 5th and final Daniel Craig James Bond film and the 25th James Bond film overall. Originally slated to hit theaters in November of 2019, it was delayed and then delayed several more times due to the pandemic, finally coming this weekend. It takes characters and stories from the last 5 films, beginning with Casino Royale in 2006, and it ties them all up in what will be a satisfying conclusion for most James Bond fans. How does this stack up to other films? Well, I think that Skyfall was kind of the peak of the Daniel Craig James Bond era. This movie is not quite as profound as Skyfall, but it really is character-driven and moves along well. There's a lot of great action set pieces that we would come to expect. It is a little long. It's about 2 hours and 43 minutes long. The middle third has a little too much exposition and some stuff that I think could have been a little tighter. And the main problem with the film is its villain. Now, we know Bond villains over the years have been great. Rami Malek plays the villain Safin in this movie, and he is not one of these great, memorable Bond villains. It kind of sucks the energy out of the movie. However, Daniel Craig is great. There's a lot of emotion, and it definitely closes out this chapter in the James Bond saga. James Bond will return. We just don't know in what incarnation or who will be playing him or her. We'll just have to wait and see. For my full review of No Time to Die and other films in release, you can check out movieshowplus.com for all of my written reviews. I'm Tom Santilli. We'll see you at the movies.
It was a name that sounded so sweet, so seductive. Synonymous with worth, style, power. But that name was a curse too.
I've been a Gucci all my life.
Your name is in the history books.
Paolo, you are Gucci, you need to dress the part.
It's chic.
Gucci needs new blood.
It's time to take out the trash.
They're my family.
So am I.
You picked a real firecracker.
She's a handful.
Bravo. I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Can you keep a secret?
Father, son, and house of Gucci.
People ask me all the time, what is secret cinema?
Old Hollywood, and then the presenters, and the discussion afterwards, which ranges from technical to theatrical to the business and to political. So just a fun all around, and the price can't be beat.
How often do you come to Secret Cinema?
Every month.
Really?
I do, yes.
Why do you come here every month?
I just love seeing all the great films on the big screen, meeting up with new friends, and seeing new films. It just excites me a lot. 1, 2, 3 with James Cagney. Never heard of it. Saw it for the first time, and I laughed my butt off.
For me, I don't care about the clues about the movie because I always say it's like opening a Christmas present. Like, you just don't know what it is.
We've been coming for the last couple years, and it's gotten so much more popular. It used to be maybe 20, 25 people. Now it's up to sometimes 200. We're married, but our husbands are not that interested in movies, and
So they just let us.
movie buddies. Yeah,
Girls' night out.
It's a girls' night out. But seeing it on the big screen, and also having all that information and the clues, and then afterwards all the backstories.
I love the discussion afterwards. It really.
Yeah, that makes it. You see people walking out and like, no, that's the best part.
For more information or to buy tickets to Secret Cinema, please visit themapletheater.com.
Check out MovieShowPlus.com to watch this episode online and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Also, make sure to like and follow us on social media and on our Movie Show Plus YouTube channel.